Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the course of communication skills. Dear students, this course aims at your professional development because reading, writing, listening, and speaking, these are the skills that will forever help you in your professional life. Whatever you do, wherever you go, you need to have a good command on these skills. So this lecture is not only for the students of English language or literature, this is aimed at all those students who are studying various disciplines and preparing for various examinations, for example, PMS, CSS. So these skills can help you everywhere. We are talking about paragraph writing today. So paragraph writing is a technical skill and that is demanded from your academics till your professional life. So why do we write paragraphs? We write paragraphs because we should know how to summarize an information and how to categorize the information properly and segmenting them into different parts. So in the next slide, we are going to see that what are the don'ts in the paragraph writing, like what we should not do while writing a paragraph. Before going to this topic, let me tell you one thing, that paragraph writing for your examination, for PMS, for CSS examination, it is not such a topic that should be covered in 5 to 10 minutes. So you need to have patience and watch the complete video to get the complete understanding what the paragraph writing is about. So first of all, paragraph writing is not about slamming your ideas haphazardly. Like you don't have to give all your ideas without thinking about them. Like this is our bad habit, a bad writing habit, that whenever we are to write something, we take a paper and pen and we start writing it. We do not think, we do not plan. Planning is necessary for writing anything. So in paragraph writing, since we have to put everything in a nutshell, so we need to write properly and we need not slamming our ideas. Then writing without any sequence. So if you try to see the writing, that is the writing structure of those students who are writing without any planning, they will not exhibit any sequence in their writing. Sequence is a necessary part of paragraph writing, which is also called coherence. And containing so many thoughts at the same time in a single paragraph, that is also the biggest mistake, because a single paragraph should contain one important information. So that is all the paragraph writing is about. So we should avoid slamming the ideas, we should avoid not having a sequence, and we should avoid throwing many thoughts in one paragraph. Paragraph writing demands your logical and coherent skills of writing, in which you are displaying not only your knowledge but also your writing skills. So your writing skills are exhibited through a good paragraph that is written by you. So as I was saying in the last slide, that a paragraph should be talking about one topic, one thought, one theme. So a paragraph is a group of sentences that talk about one topic. Each sentence in a paragraph must give information about the topic. In an academic writing, a paragraph is often between 5 and 10 sentences long, but it can be longer or shorter depending on the topic. So there's no particular limit for a paragraph. But whatever the paragraph is, be it a shorter or be it a longer paragraph, it should contain one topic, and then each sentence in a paragraph must give information about the topic that we're talking about. Whenever we are writing something, especially the paragraphs, we should take care of one thing, that we should read the paragraph just like a reader ourselves, For example, as a reader, we may be liking certain writing styles or we may be disliking certain writing styles. So, after writing, we should examine our own writing structure like a very strict judge. So, we should judge our writing, like considering it the writing of someone else. If we are satisfied with our writing, then it might be a good work. But if we are not satisfied with what we have written, it means we need to redraft it or revise it. We have several types of paragraphs. So, first of all, we have descriptive paragraph. So, in descriptive paragraph, we describe something or we give description of something using the descriptive words. For example, if I talk about my house, my car, my pet, so I'm basically describing them. So while describing them, I'll be using descriptive words and I'll be telling about the description, how do they look, what color they have, like all these things. And then we have example paragraph. So in example paragraph, we give certain potential examples about the topic. For example, if we're talking about good people, so we can start like this, that good people are like flowers. So when you hold flowers together in your hand, even your hand starts giving the fragrance. So is the case of the company of good people. When you stay with them, you learn good things from them. And then we have process paragraph. So in the process paragraph, we tell about the process of something. For example, all the cooking recipes, they come in process paragraph. Like if you start telling that how to boil an egg, so that's in this way you are telling about the process of boiling an egg. And then opinion paragraph. So in this way you are telling about opinion, your own opinion about something or about someone. Then narrative paragraph. In this you use a storytelling method, and then in one single paragraph you tell about the whole incident. So these types of paragraphs are used, but primarily we use descriptive and opinion paragraph when it comes to writing in examinations. So for examinations, basically, we need to prepare descriptive paragraphs and opinion paragraphs. In a descriptive paragraph, the writer describes a person, place, or a thing. For example, we can describe Jahanzeb Muhammad Jinnah, we can describe Lahore, my city, or we can describe a mobile phone. So, telling about these things will come in descriptive paragraph. A descriptive paragraph explains how something or someone looks or feels. Like for example, if we are reading novels and we need to tell about the characters of the novel will come under description. So, we will be telling about their description, how do they look, how do they feel about a certain word said to them. For example, your dream house can be a topic in which you can tell that if you have a dream house, how should it look like, and what will you feel about it. So you will be telling about all the description of the house, about the doors you dream of, about the carpets you dream of, about the room capacity, size. All these things will come under descriptive paragraph. In an example paragraph, the writer explains the topic by giving examples. For example, a prime minister you would vote for. So here you will tell about an exemplary prime minister that you may like enough that you can cast vote for him. Or a good physician. Who in your opinion or who in your idea should be a good physician, or how should a good doctor be? So this will be an example paragraph in which you are giving certain examples. A process paragraph. So in a process paragraph, the writer explains how to do something step by step, like how to play a video game, how to boil an egg. In an opinion paragraph, the writer expresses his or her feelings, ideas, and opinions about a topic. For example, are pets good companions? What is the best job for you and why? So, in this way, you are going to give your opinion about something, since everybody varies in his own personal likes and dislikes. So, this is highly personal, that you are talking about your own opinion, your own idea about something, the way you feel the thing, and the way you expect the things to be. Then, narrative paragraph. In a narrative paragraph, the writer tells a story. For example, a special memory from your childhood. Now, you need to write about this special memory in one single paragraph because this has to be one topic. My first day at college. This is also one single paragraph in which you are just telling about the first day. So, this is one thought that is written in one paragraph. So, this comes in narrative paragraph, in which you are telling a story, you're telling a tale. So, this is narrative. Now, coming to the writing process. When you write about something, you follow several steps. And these steps are brainstorming, outlining, drafting, revising, and editing. Remember that our paragraph writing or writing anything at all is incomplete without these processes. We are mistaken because we just start writing as soon as we get the topic. We do not think about it. So these steps should be taken care of. We need to be working on these steps before submitting the final draft of the paragraph writing or any piece of writing at all that we are writing. Remember, whenever you are sitting in examination and you need to display your writing structure, then you should stop thinking about the exam time. You should concentrate completely on the topic you are to write about. This thing is called brainstorming, in which you think. You gather, you generate your ideas, and you gather them about a topic. When you brainstorm, write down every idea that comes to you. So this is basically your rough work. This is not your attempting of the question. This has to be done in some rough place of your paper somewhere. So you need to write down every idea, every single thought that comes to you about the topic that you're to write about. Gather as many ideas as you can. Like, this is our planning. If we are planning good, we are getting good results. If you're not planning well, we're not likely to get better results in the end. So, in this way, we need to think one thing. Remember, whenever you are writing something, you're writing an application, you're writing an essay, you're writing a paragraph, you should be taking care of one thing, that every other person is writing the same thing. There's so many students right now who are working on the same question. Now, what is the thing that makes you different? So that thing will be identified by you in your brainstorming process. So during your brainstorming, you need to gather all the ideas that come to you about the topic, and then after you have written them, then you need to choose the better ideas. Those ideas which you think are unique and which make you different from rest of the people. Remember, if 100 people appear in a CSS paper, then there must be very selected people who pass the examination. The ratio out of 100 is only 5%. So it is up to you to come in 95% or in 5%. So your brainstorming will determine this thing, that whether you're going to make it or whether you're going to lose it. Now, there are certain types of brainstorming that you can do. You can make a list of the topics that come to your mind. You can freely write them anywhere, or you can start mapping them. Like you can make it in a shape of a tree, you can make in a shape of a circle, you can make in the shape of boxes which are connected, and you're making a chronological sequence of them. So it is up to you to choose any type of brainstorming. Main thing is that you need to brainstorm. Now, the guidelines that I'm going to give you in this slide are quite essential for you if you're appearing in any examination where you need to where you're facing paragraph writing. So first of all, think about the topic. Write down any idea that comes to your mind. If you feel some ideas are bad, cross them. If you feel that you need to add details to some ideas, do add them. And the best way to brainstorm is just close your eyes, concentrate on the topic, and think that this is at high time for you to write something in the best possible words, and feel this thing that if today you are able to give the best of your writing skills, or you are able to display your best writing structure, that will get you very good score, or that will get you a very good job. So just keep these points in your mind and then start thinking about the ideas. You will feel motivated. Like, no, there's so many people who try to appear in certain exams, but they do not reach that place where they are practically sitting and they are taking their examination. So you are the selected ones. So think and feel motivated. Then comes the second step, that is outlining your paragraph. So once you are done with writing your ideas, this is time for you to organize them. You don't need to write complete sentences. Just write certain things that reflect the sentence or that reminds you what you're going to write here. Decide which of the ideas you want to use and where you want to use them. So you can give them proper numbering. That this idea should be explained first, and then this one or this idea should come at the last. Choose which ideas to talk about first, which to talk about next, and which to talk about in the end. So you need to give them a number. You can allocate them a number. You can give them a proper sign that you remember. So in this way, you'll be able to know what you can write and how in a sequence you can exhibit your ideas about the topic you're writing. Our next stage is drafting. Write the ideas from your outline into complete sentences and a paragraph. Don't worry about making it perfect, because you may need to revise your draft so many times. So don't be afraid of revisions. First of all, write whatever comes to your mind and complete the first draft of your paragraph. So if you are writing a paragraph on computer, we need to take care of these things. A paragraph must have a margin on the right and a margin on the left. This means that the paragraph begins 1 inch or 1.5 inch from the edge of the paper. A paragraph should be double spaced. The first sentence of a paragraph must be indented. This means that it begins 5 spaces in from the left margin. Indenting shows the reader that a new paragraph is beginning. On a computer, you can indent with the tab key. The sentences in a paragraph should follow each other. It is not a paragraph if every sentence begins with a new line. A well-spaced paragraph has at least 5 sentences and often more. A paragraph by itself usually has a title. This is one word can be there, or a group of words that are used as a topic. So if we are to write about something and we need to choose a title about it, then this comes in that domain. Otherwise, there is always a title on which we are writing something. So our paragraph should support the title. After doing that, change and improve the content of your writing. Now, at this stage, you'll be giving or basically revisiting your paragraph, and there you may come across so many things that you may like to change. So, you can change them here and you can improve the content of your writing. Think about what you change in your writing to make it better. So, if you feel that some of the sentences need to be revisited, so try to think about certain better sentences or better expressions or better ideas that you can write there. There are certain revising tips. First of all, take out unnecessary details or sentences, because here you need to give your information in a nutshell. It is better to give informative and necessary information that is required by your paragraph basically, rather than giving unnecessary details or unnecessary sentences. You can also move sentences. Like, for example, if you feel that this sentence should not come at the end, this is a good sentence to begin the paragraph with. So you can bring that sentence to the to the beginning of your paragraph. You can add words while revising your paragraph. So you can add certain new expressions, you can delete the old expressions, or you think they are obsolete. So you can make changes. After revising your writing, check your grammar, capitalization, punctuation, and spelling errors. So this comes in editing. So here you can make a proofreading of your paragraph and you can make certain changes if you are mistaken somewhere. Coming to the organization of a paragraph. So a typical paragraph has a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence. The topic sentence introduces the topic and tells what the writer will say about the topic. The sentences that follow further explain and support the topic sentence. They're called the supporting sentences. So the topic sentence is working like a heading in if we are writing an essay which is having so many paragraphs. So topic sentence will work like a heading. The concluding sentence of the paragraph often repeats the same information which was given in the topic sentence, but in a different way. So we should be having a topic sentence, then the supporting sentences, and then the concluding sentence. Based on all the guidelines that I have given in the previous slides, now it is now up to you to read the paragraph below and know the topic sentence, supporting sentences, and the concluding sentence. And then you need to know what was it that scared the barefoot boy. So you see that paragraph is starting with indentation, it has a topic sentence, it has supporting details, and the concluding sentence again, which is reflecting the same information as a topic sentence. I had a scary experience when I was a young boy. One evening while my parents were eating dinner, I was playing barefoot in the yards with my toys. Even now I still remember the perfume of the flowers and the moisture of the grass. While I was sitting on the grass and playing with the truck, I looked up at the sky, and my attention was distracted by the beauty of stars. Then I felt something cold and a smooth slide over my feet. I stayed perfectly still, but I looked down at my feet. Then I saw a snake slowly slithering over my toes. I felt terrible and afraid, so my heart beat very fast. After the snake moved away, I screamed to my parents for help, and they captured the snake and took it away. The experience frightened me, and I never went outside barefoot again. So you see that how the thoughts are connected. So this is the way of writing paragraph. And once when you're gone through this, we have the relevant exercise. What is the topic sentence? You need to write it below, or you need to think of it. You need to know how many supporting sentences are there. In your opinion, do the supporting sentences explain the topic sentence? Like, you can go through that and you can have your opinion to see whether the supporting sentences complement the topic sentence or not. What was the concluding sentence? You can think of it. Does the concluding sentence repeat the information in the topic sentence in a new way? So this is what you need to think about it. If you are able to make a critical analysis of any paragraph written, you are now able to write a very good paragraph, because now you are able to understand how a good paragraph should be and how to write it. The topic sentence. So the topic sentence is usually the first or second sentence in a paragraph. Normally it is the first sentence, which is used as a heading. It introduces a new idea. So you come with new idea in the topic sentence. For example, if we are having an essay that is having 5 to 6 paragraph, so each paragraph will be stating certain new thought or new idea about the same topic. For example, we can talk about terrorism, we can talk about the evolution of terrorism, we can talk about the terrorism and its types, we can talk about the horrors of terrorism. So this is all about terrorism. So each paragraph will be starting with certain new thought that will be in shape of a topic sentence. And the topic sentence presents the topic. Like, it does not deviate from the topic itself. It is very much linked to the topic. The thought is very much the same. Certain differences are there. For example, first you were talking about the horrors of terrorism. In next paragraph, you were talking about how to curb terrorism. So the topic is same. There are certain variations in how to deal about the topic. It explains what the writer will write about the topic, and like what he will state about the topic, like what he feels about the topic in a way. This explanation is called the controlling idea, that the writer is initiating his own explanation, his own feeling about something. For example, if we are reading a paragraph on visiting a hilly area, so I may not be liking the hilly areas. And if I am writing something about it, it depends upon my thought, that what kind of thoughts I am throwing in the paragraph. So it is all about the writer, what kind of thoughts he has about the topic. And these thoughts are called the controlling ideas that the writer is using. Now, this is the example of a topic sentence, or certain topic sentences. So topic is primarily my friend, and there is some controlling idea attached. So the main figure is the person, the friend about whom we are writing, and then there is some controlling idea that is attached with the topic. For example, my friend who is an honest person, my friend who is the funniest person I know, and my friend has a terribly dangerous job. So these are the topic sentences in which the main topic is my friend, and the controlling ideas are written in front of that, like an honest person, the funniest person who does terribly dangerous jobs. So these are the controlling ideas. For example, hilly areas is a topic, and the controlling ideas is like hilly areas are dangerous. Hilly areas and the landsliding in them, hilly areas and the cold in those areas. So these are the controlling ideas that we can use along with the topic sentences. So if we are writing about the topic, and the topic is my friend, Then we need to be dividing the paragraph into certain different sentences, and those sentences would be having some controlling ideas. So that's how we work on the topic sentence, and that controls the thought of the whole paragraph. Identifying topics and controlling ideas. In each topic sentence below, circle the topic and underline the controlling idea. So first example is solved, that is hiking is the best way to explore nature closely. So hiking is the main topic, and the controlling idea is the best way to explore nature closely. Hiking can be main topic, and we can have more controlling ideas like hiking can be fatal. Hiking is what most of the people do not like to do, or hiking is the most tiresome work while you are having an adventure. So these are the controlling ideas. It means that you are talking about hiking's being the best exposure to the nature, about its being dangerous, about its being tiresome. So this is that you are going to write about. My uncle had a frightening experience as a young man. So here, my uncle is the topic, and the controlling ideas that when he was a young person, he went through a frightening experience. So that is the controlling idea. This suggests that in the whole paragraph we are talking about that frightening experience of the uncle. And text messaging is the topic, has become popular among teenagers. So popularity of text message among teenagers is a controlling idea. Now this suggests that in the whole paragraph we are talking about the popularity of text messages among the teenage people. Now, effective time. Effective time management requires 4 easy steps. So effective time management is the topic, or time management is the topic, and how can we get it? There are 4 steps, so this is the controlling idea. So we'll be talking about those 4 steps in that complete paragraph. Every college student should take a computer course. So every college student or college student is a topic sentence, and we need to be talking about the computer course. That is the controlling idea, that what should every student do, or what are the things that every student should do. So in this way we always have a topic and then the controlling ideas that we are writing in different paragraphs. So those controlling ideas determine the content that we are writing in each paragraph. So in each sentence below, circle the topic and underline the controlling idea. If the sentence does not contain an effective controlling idea, write an X in the blank. For the effective topic sentence, write what you think the supporting sentence will be about. So this activity is for you, and the first one is filled for your open option or for your easy understanding. My doctor is very kind to his patients. So my doctor is a descriptive kind of paragraph, and then related is the controlling idea that he is kind to his patient. This means that we'll be talking about his kindness towards his patient in the complete paragraph. So the writer will give examples of ways in which the doctor is kind to his patients. So what you can do now is you can write a paragraph on this thing, and you need to write about how a doctor is caring towards a patient, and then similarly you can fill rest of the 4 paragraphs. So this is in a way a rehearsal of what we have done, gone through, and also knowing the topic and generating the controlling ideas from those topics. And then writing the topic sentence. Use each word or phrase below to write a topic sentence with a controlling idea. Then share your sentence with a partner. So you can do it at home, you can share it with your fellows, What you need to do is you need to write a topic sentence. The tag word is given to you, for example, pets. So pets are good companions for older people. So the controlling idea is that pets are good for the older people as a friend. So a first date, what you can write in this? A terrible teacher, what you can write in this? Tennis, like in a terrible teacher, I do hope you're not going to write my name because I am trying my best to explain you properly what a paragraph writing is. Still, it is your opinion. You can write anything you want. Tennis, the game, so you can write about that too. So here you need to write about write the whole topic sentence and share with your class fellows, or you can have a sharing of ideas that will help you in getting good topic sentences. So this is not only an activity, this is rather a rehearsal for writing good paragraphs. No paragraph is good unless it has a topic sentence which has a topic and the controlling idea. Remember, whenever we are writing something, as I've already told before, this is not only us who are writing it. There's so many people sitting in examination hall. We need to compete all of them. And we can only compete them if we are writing better, if we are writing unique. So in brainstorming, basically, we need to think about those unique ideas which can make us odd one out, which can make us distinctive, which can make us creative, unique. If we are so, then we are able to write better, or we are able to get better scores. I am a teacher and I've been teaching here for last 13 to 14 years. Whenever we get the essays from the students, we are always attracted towards the essay which is starting better, which is having better topic sentences, which is having unique thought in that. Whatever the thought is, if it is unique, one is prone to read that. So you need to think about unique kind of topic sentences. What you can do now is, if you are done with this video, you can write about these topic sentences in the comment box of the video, and you can have a competition with each other there, that who writes better sentences about these three things. Supporting sentences, they add information about the topic and the controlling idea. And supporting sentences can include definitions, explanations, examples. So this is the example of it. So you can read it on your own, what kind of supporting definitions are there, what kind of supporting explanations and examples are there. So the topic is young people, and the controlling idea is that are too dependent on computers. So you can see that supporting definition, explanation and example, they are all aligned with the topic. They are not deviating from the thought. They're talking about the same thing. Young people are depending too much on computer. Then this is the exercise about the supporting sentences. You can take a screenshot of it and you can later print and fill it, and you can have a better idea about it. This too is a part of it. So these are for your at-home activities which you can perform. You can get to know about sentences, about supporting details, and how to fill in them, how to get to know what kind of supporting detail is complementing the topic sentence, what kind of supporting detail should be there, what kind of supporting example should be there, or what kind of supporting definition should not be there. So concluding or final sentence of a paragraph usually reminds the reader of a topic and the controlling idea of the paragraph. So when you are closing or concluding your paragraph, your final sentence should refer back to your first sentence. So they should be similar, but having certain different thoughts in them. The concluding sentence restates the main idea in a new way, in a different way. The thought should be same, but should be conveyed differently. So the topic sentence was, I love the color red. And when you come to the end, you can see the concluding sentence, I like to live life in a strong way, so that I'll always admire the color red. So both these sentences are referring to each other. Both these sentences are reflecting each other, or in other way, or in simple words, the concluding sentence is restating the topic sentence. So these are the exercises about the concluding sentence and the topic sentence. You can again take a print, or you can stop the video and try to fill it. Now, circle the word that best describes each of the concluding sentences. So this is a kind of MCQ drill, so you can get the help of it. If you need to go for the whole book, this is Effective Academic Writing and Academic Writing 1. This the paragraph by Alice Savage and Masood Shafi. It is by Oxford Publications. I'm giving the reference in the end. You can get the whole book and satisfy your hunger of reading. So this is a good book that I suggest you. So I hope you had a better idea about the paragraph writing. So if you go through all these details before going to your any examination, if especially your CSS and PCS examination, no doubt you're going to make it. Provided you go through all the details that I have talked about in the paragraph writing. This got me very good score in my paragraph writing. This can help you too. Thank you very much. Stay tuned.